Yeah, they do it en masse, don't they?
Yep. Yeah. Because you think about it, stress is stored in the body, and so we can release it through the body.
It's the most direct way to do it, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Counterintuitive to try to do it through the brain somehow.
Exactly. And yet we live so much of our lives like in our heads. We'll just do another couple of minutes.
Yeah, we should go together really, shouldn't we, talking stuff from this.
Yeah.
Or not just necessarily this very physical kind of process.
And then just gently straighten your legs out. Yep. And just notice when you lock your knees and flex your feet. What do you notice? What happens with the tremoring? So really flex your feet up. Yeah, there. What happens to the tremoring?
Well, the tremoring kind of stopped anyway, so put my feet down, I think.
Okay, yeah. So it's just a good way to know
good grounding.
That you can control it. So just take a few moments just breathing. Then when you're ready, just roll over onto one side. Yeah. Actually, can I get you some more water?
No, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
thank you, cheers.
No, it's good to have some water. Yeah, do have some.
Cool,
Okay.
great.
So how are you feeling now? So I would like you to ground yourself again, just a little bit, okay? So, doing a bit of this. Really paddling your feet up and down. Breath.
I'm okay. That's the end, isn't it? That's it.
That's all the exercises,
That's all the
yeah.
exercises.
So I just want to
So
check in.
there's no more expectation of some grand thing happening.
Okay, so you can let go. So that was that kind of with you the whole time?
Yes. So there's a great deal of expectation about of some grand release or so massive expectation about that kind of thing.
Okay.
So
that was with you the whole time, that kind of expectation. Okay.
Yeah. And there was I think a nicer moment at the end, I suppose, when I rolled over, where it's like a sense of giving myself permission for it to have been whatever it was, kind of thing, rather than needing some grand kind of thing, or that might have been useful in its own kind of subtle way than the grand thing that I was expecting, perhaps.
So do you push yourself a lot?
Yes.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can have a conversation about that another time, but yes.
Yeah.
So there's a sense of always kind of pushing and wanting more and
Mhm.
demanding more of yourself.
Yeah.
That must be quite tiring.
That's extremely tiring. Yeah.
Yeah. So with the TRE, initially...
It's pretty tiring, anyway. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would recommend
With the TRE, sorry, yeah, with the TRE.
to rather like to actually have a few more sessions with me
Mhm.
rather than doing it by yourself,
Mhm.
so you can really monitor
Mm-hmm.
that kind of tendency that you can have to space out a little
Yeah.
bit,
Mhm.
so that you really start noticing that very much for yourself, because
Mhm.
that can really help to ground you.
Mm-hmm.
So we recommend having kind of like 3 or 4 more with me, and then you're free to kind of do it as much as you want by yourself.
Awesome.
Any questions? Any comments?
No, I'm curious. I'm very curious about the whole kind of the million kind of the body kind of way of doing things.
Yeah.
It feels in some ways similar to body work that I kind of do instinctively a little bit
Okay.
through yoga and just
Yeah.
pushing myself, that little kind of wanting to kind of get the body to
Yeah.
expel through exercise
Yeah.
kind of thing, or
Yeah.
all the tapping the kind of foot
Right.
a little bit,
Yes.
all those kind of things. But this has its own flavour to it, and that would be kind of interesting to explore.
And also, now that you know, I'd be really curious to do it another time with you, because now that you kind of can let go of some of the, oh, is there going to be some big explosion or something?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you know, oh, okay, it's actually very subtle
Mm-hmm.
and really quite gentle,
Mm-hmm.
that you can then fully allow that
Mhm.
and be really with that kind of the subtlety of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you too.
And be very curious to hear how you are tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel myself a little bit emotional, I suppose, in some ways.
Huh?
But I think I've had that throughout the whole session to some extent.
Okay.
A little bit.
So what kind of emotion?
Well, it's not so much annoying. Well, some anxiety. It's anxiety in there.
Yes.
But some sadness in there as well. I think.
Okay.
Sadness in there as well. And yeah, nervous, kind of like must sort this out or that out and all that kind of stuff.
So were you aware of some sadness in you anyway, that this has kind of brought more to the surface? Or?
I was conscious earlier in the week when I was thinking about this session and just thinking, the hopefulness of the session being transformational, amazingly healing and sorting and clarifying for things that are.
Oh, no big expectations.
No. You did great considering. Yeah, you had a massive mountain to. Yeah. So that or I have a massive mountain of expectation to check everything out really. So yeah. That's all in there, and then I suppose there's a sadness in that expectation.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah, something like that.
Thank you.
Thank you too.